Do you want to have a talk? Well, we're going to have a conversation anyway because you might need it. I know I'm in a Christmas shirt, but it was the only clean shirt I could find this morning. I'm in flannel pajamas and mismatched shoes, but I'm still going to talk to you. It's been 1 year ago today that I left my job, that I quit. Okay, I said I ain't doing this anymore and I quit. Now, I ain't telling you to quit your job, okay? I don't know what's on your heart. I don't know what it's on your mind. I don't know what you're afraid to do. But I do know at this point last year, I was scared to step outside of my comfort zone, right? I was scared to take that leap that I knew I needed to take, okay? I didn't have faith the size of a mustard seed to even move or do anything because I was scared. I was afraid. And I just stayed in that spot for a very, very long time. And I was completely uncomfortable. And you know when you're uncomfortable, it's time you move and grow. Okay, think of a flower pot. Do you know how uncomfortable and cramped up those roots get at the bottom of the flower pot? It needs something bigger. It needs to expand. It needs to grow. It needs to get outside of that circle flower pot it's in. That's how I felt. And I did it. I quit. And I've not regretted it. Has it been hard? It's been a little hard at times. Has it been a transition? It has been a transition because now I'm solely dependent on me and advertising my business and, marketing and doing the things that I do as an entrepreneur. But I don't regret it. And I wish I had that faith of a mustard seed long ago. Not only faith in myself, but faith in God that I knew He had bigger plans for me. And I just had to meet Him a little bit and Him fill in the rest. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people show us that we're not where we belong. Sometimes people show us that we need more, we deserve more, we are worthy of more, and we don't listen, and we ignore the signs that we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, and we're not where we're supposed to be, but we're scared to move or make any changes. I don't know how long you followed me, but last summer my husband got real sick. Last spring my husband got real sick. He almost died. They said he wasn't going to make it. He was in and out of the hospital for about a month, and he was in there for a while. At one point, he didn't even know who I was, right? It was really rough. That's not my story to tell. It's his story to tell. He has a testimony with it. He can talk about it when he wants to, but I also have a testimony in it. At that time, that has been the only time in my life where I have been able to let go and say, you know what? I surrender. I can't do anything with this. You're going to have to take care of this. Talking about the Lord, right? You're going to have to take care of this. I can't do anything. That's been the only time I've had to surrender. Prior to that, I always had to have my hand in something because I'm a control freak. I've been hurt a lot in my life. And I always want to have control and manipulation. And I want to make sure I don't ever get hurt again. So it was been very hard for me to surrender anything 100% to the Lord. It's been very hard, because I want to make sure I'm okay. And that's the human in me. That's kind of selfish, right? And it's also not having faith that He's going to take care of you because His plans are better than ours. He said He knew us when we were in the womb. He created us, right? So even though that was a tragic, traumatic moment, one of the worst moments of my life, it's also been the best moment of my life when Marcus was in the hospital because it allowed me to just lay things at His feet and let Him figure it out. And after that happened, I went back to work, and my director, Jeff was his name. He never reached out to me at all when I came back to work. Everybody at work knew what was going on with my husband. They knew that he may not make it. I was talking to one of my coworkers crying about it. He saw me and everybody asked about me. He never said one word. He never asked one word. Krista, how are you doing? How's your family doing? And prior to Marcus going in the hospital, my mama had went in the hospital. They thought she had a heart attack. And at that moment, I said, you know what? Why am I doing this to myself? And so he, ultimately that was one reason I left. And I left him a note when I left. I was like, I want to thank you for not asking about my husband. And I want to thank you for your selfishness and not inquiring about your employees. Because it made me realize this is not where I need to be. So I'm just reminding you, you need to step outside of your circle sometimes, all right? Even if it's just a little bit outside of it, okay? Because you're not going to get nowhere in that circle. You remember those things we played when we were kids? What they call it? Spirographs. You know what I'm talking about? The thing with the pen that goes round and round and you create those things in the circle. You know what I'm talking about? That's you in the circle sometimes. You're going back and forth. You're going round and round. You want to get out of the circle, but you're scared to get out of the circle. So you just keep going and you keep trying to find different spots in the circle. When sometimes you just need to step your foot over it just a little bit. Okay? All right. I love you. I'm going to Ulta. I've been working so hard. I've been shipping these. I've been working hard. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to Ulta. I'm getting me some eyelash serum. It's the small things that make us happy. Okay, bye.